So we started 2020 here at Digital Noir with a big vision, the 2020 vision. I sat down with the team after a crazy summer of bushfires and a lot of uncertainty here in our local market and all around Australia, looking at what we were going to achieve this year. And we were looking at two things primarily. Number one was going back to my roots, which is design. Not necessarily thinking about that in terms of making things pretty, but the process of creating things. So that second component is one of our values here at DM, which is shared journey, shared success. We really want to form these partnerships with businesses that are looking to kick goals in whatever markets they're playing and create things that are going to have meaning and purpose in the world. And that was the vision, and then March hit and...
Coronavirus.
I was literally sitting in the office upstairs here thinking that maybe we wouldn't be around in 6 months' time. It is the 23rd of March 2020. I mean, it's going to be a couple of months before I'm back in here at least, I think, and who knows what the hell is going to happen in that time. For us and for me, leading a team, it was so heartwarming to see everybody get around each other and support each other through the process. Working from home was something we'd never done at scale before. I actually think that our spirit lifted during those first couple of weeks of lockdown here in Adelaide, and it made me feel fantastic about not only us as a team, but the wider community and the type of work we could do together. So rather than hear me ramble on, we thought it'd be fantastic to get you in the Digital Noir community to share some of your stories about working with us this year.
2020, who would have thought it's panned out to how it's panned out? And the reality was no one could see it coming. Well, we did. I predicted it in one of my predictions.
We had, at the time of that COVID hit, would have had about 80 or 90 courses, face-to-face courses around the world ready to be delivered. And of course, none of them could go ahead. And that's our bread and butter. So we had to rewrite some courses to become online and then tailor the website back end to be able to change from not just how many days the course goes for, but how many sessions. You might have a course that runs for 2 sessions, you might have a course that runs for 6. To be able to do that has kept the business going. To be able to sell online courses was just huge for us.
I don't think there was any disruption that I really felt from the Digital Noir Weber relationship aspect. For us as a business, we'd been working remotely for a number of months before we sort of embarked on the outdoor kitchen project. And so being able to tie in the DN relationship with that has been pretty seamless.
DN 2020 was obviously a weird one. So many new faces gracing us in the office, just bring heaps of energy and I guess joy to the workplace. And I think we're probably sitting in the best position we've ever been in terms of collaboration and the work we're putting out.
I joined mid-year and I was working remotely from Melbourne at the time, which was challenging, but to be able to collaborate seamlessly with the team, even working remotely via video calling, it was seamless. It was just really quite enjoyable.
One day we decided, let's go home, let's work from there, and bam, we're straight there. We've already got the remote working software set up. Pretty much everything we work on is cloud-based, so makes it easier for us.
Yeah, within this rough year, it helped me to balance within my work life and my family time.
Overall, I think it is better because it allows us to have quicker meetings, without the travel time. We can kind of just catch up, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there with, our own team, with the clients. It made it, just
I think in
quicker.
some ways it's been better. It's made collaboration kind of easier in some respects because we have just been able to get everyone to jump on a call.
The team's really supportive, they're really helpful. Sometimes I'm kind of I'm the new girl, hope I don't do anything wrong, but everyone's so nice and so helpful. I kind of feel like I've been part of the family for more than 6 or 7 weeks, however long I've been here for.
I enjoyed the sprints. I was really impressed with the amount of work that came out of a sprint. Every time there was just more work delivered than I was expecting, which I thought was great. Lots of companies are sort of stuck in the old way of doing things, but DN are really pushing forward with these new techniques to design and produce products. It's great.
We've worked, I think, with everyone now across the board, and so it's been good getting to know the different skills and skill sets across Digital Noir, and then also building that sort of one-on-one relationship that so that someone knows our brand and knows what we're after, and continuing that sort of relationship is what we're after
The people designing the app and the user interface worked in tandem with the developers side by side. So often you kind of see somebody do the design and then it's this pass over to dev, and they don't work together. And I think, having that Scrum setting, that, agile team, the product owners there, the developers are there, the designers are in the room, everyone can kind of tease out an idea and you can really cement that vision of what you're trying to get to. I think that that's the way to work every time. The results of that, always come through in the product.
I think just their willingness to understand our business, and I guess that probably surprised me a little bit. Well, the team, Dave and Nick, came out to one of our sites at Tail and Bend, and that's given them, I think, some help in understanding, our business, so that when they're providing solutions, then we're getting a better outcome.
We spent quite a bit of time exploring about who we are and how we wanted to convey that message to the public. And, at the time we weren't quite sure where that was heading, but in retrospect that was really quite useful, and it allowed the team with Digital Noir, I think, to really sort of nail the process really and get it right.
We'd never done a sprint project.
No, I think what I liked about it was the flexibility though, because as a business, we like to change things up as we're going along,
Sure.
And the sprints allowed us to do that. I think if we had just your stock standard, here's the scope, we're just going to build to this and have zero input for 6 to 8 months, we wouldn't have gotten the product that we've got now.
When I joined the team, I thought they were very social. It's not very common for developers, actually, from where I've come from.
There is the idea within Digital Noir to be authentic and human in doing business.
They're creative, they're open to new ideas, they always want to learn. It's an exciting organisation to work with. The energy's really always upbeat, and there's always something happening here. There's never a dull moment, and I think that's a great energy to be involved in, and that creative energy is fantastic. So I've just loved that.
So in 2021, I'd like to see Trax app out on the market so that we can build in more functionality into the app with the more customers that we get.
We've got some other projects that are bubbling away at the moment that it would be good to talk to Digital Noir about in 2021.
I'm really looking forward to actually implementing the wireframes and the new design. So there's a large part of our product that's going to be uplifted based on the design work that's been done with DN, and that's really exciting and should change the user experience for us in a really positive way.
I think, Digital Noir is at the, forefront to be able to adapt really quickly and to see what's coming. And so I look forward to, bringing in some new ideas and having a chat to the team and just evolving to that next level of working with value-aligned organisations and, building that fantastic culture.
In 2021, I'm looking forward to expanding my skills. Like, I'm going to learn how to code. Praz will help me out, so hopefully I'll be able to develop some websites by myself instead of just designing them. So that'll be good. I'm looking forward to that.
There's definitely a lot to learn, so I think I'm just looking forward to learning more about the digital industry, really.
I'm looking forward to getting back full time and diving back into project management and getting onto the next website or app project.
In 2021, I'm looking forward to learn a bit of more website development.
The things I'm looking forward to next year would be, I think, just running bigger workshops, maybe with more clients, identifying more problems they have with their products, and then doing exercises that kind of help bring out those problems and then how we fix them.
I think I'd like to grow the ongoing partnership side of the business a little bit more, so that we have more client work coming in on that side of things. We can almost create our own division and allow us more time to be more proactive with those sites, so that we can suggest improvements that they can make on their site rather than being reactive when kind of they have problems or they need technical support, because I think that would just help to just grow partners that have already come on board with us, help grow their digital product so that they don't just stop at the end of the project phase.
I'll do a shout out to Sam. I reckon that guy is the business. We're all enthused, we love working for him, so I think he's great. It's good.
Cool.
Good bloke, all round good bloke.
All around good bloke.
Yeah.
How many thumbs up?
Oh, I've only got 2.
Would you give them 2?
Yeah.
You should do that.
To his face.
To the camera.
I have an enormous amount of gratitude, first and foremost for the team and how they have handled everything that's transpired this year. Having to work from home and all this uncertainty around, your jobs and what the future holds. And then for our partners to keep trusting us to perform the services that we offer you, it really has been heartwarming. I also want to give a huge thanks to the broader DN community. So the team and everybody that's worked with us this year, all of our contractors and suppliers and everybody that keeps this dream alive. And at the end of the day, it's been my dream, and it's amazing to see all these people get behind us and help us along this journey. We're coming up to our 10th year next year for Digital Noir. 2021 is going to be a massive one for us, and we're going to continue to grow and double down on some of the things that we've been talking about. But for me personally, as a business owner and doing this a long time now, I've been thinking about what does that future look for us outside of just the year ahead. And for me, watching what has happened this year and seeing this foundation that we have as a brand and as a team culturally, I want to see us here in 10 years' time or in 20 years' time. 2041, I'd love to be sitting here and singing the praises of the wonderful work we've been doing with you guys, our partners and the wider community in who knows what crazy digital world we'll be in then. I want to be at the front in leading sustainable business here in South Australia and further afield. I think we need business doing more good for society. Yeah, we want to make money at the end of the day, but how can we do it in a way that doesn't hurt people and that's good for us as a wider community? And I think we've seen a lot of that this year during COVID, how we can band together. So I'm excited to be helping to lead that charge with the team and with all of you guys supporting us. And I'd just love to say a big thanks again for a wonderful year. Let's raise a glass. Maybe forget about some of what happened in 2020 and look forward to the future. Not necessarily talking about making things pretty or graphic design, but
So Trax is a asset management app. We use it. Sorry, I got up.
Thank you. It was icky asking those questions.
That's all right. It was icky calling you Digital Noir instead of you, but there you go.
Poetic.
Yeah, kind of like we're like on one boat and kind of sink and sail together.
Oh, that was shit. No, sorry, I have to do it again. I'm sorry for more work. I'm so sorry.
What's the question? No, what's the second half?
Good start. Yeah.
Like we got to dive like really deep into their users. Geez, that sounds a bit weird, doesn't it?
Please use that. That's gold.
I mean, Nick's been with me like 7 years now, and I love him, but he's a weirdo.